Hello friends from India. I'm in rural India right now. Walked a little ways out to get to this bridge so you can see the river out here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. But I just want to tell you some of the things of kind of what's going on here in India. So we got a lot of really amazing stuff happening here. We were meeting a bunch of pastors here in this area that we had brought from all over India. And we had to kind of keep some of that stuff on the down low, but I can now talk about it a little more since the pastors have left now. And so this is, it was a once in a lifetime experience, not only for me, but for many of the folks involved. Having these pastors come from, some of them traveled 5 to 6 days just to get here, not even to get back, but just to get here. And what we did, and the words of the pastors themselves was just amazing. They said that we never thought we could study the Bible ourselves. We got them to sit down in circles to study the Bible themselves, not to be told by someone else what the Bible says, but rather to study it for themselves, answer questions, discuss it amongst themselves, and it was truly shattering for them. It shattered the worldview that you have to stand up and preach. Someone has to tell you everything and you just take notes. I know that many of you have had experiences in small groups and you've been truly amazed by all that too. And we take that kind of stuff for granted. But here, they've been told to be Christian is to sit quietly, take notes while someone else tells them what the Bible passage says. And they're not supposed to really study it for themselves. They've memorized passages, but they haven't discussed and really wrestled with passages before. And that's what a lot of them were saying, was that they learned so much because they were studying it for themselves. They weren't just being told. And it was a 3-day session with them. At first, they were very upset, confused. How can we discuss this if they haven't given us the answer yet? How can we know the answer to this question if they haven't told us what the answer to the question is? And as they started to realize what was going on, it really just opened up a new world for them. And so, super excited. What we're seeing in Africa is absolutely going to work here in India with some tweaks. There's some cultural things that we need to kind of think through, and we are thinking through. But with all that, there are many challenges ahead. But we now have about 50 pastors and ministry leaders that are now trained in this process and have committed to starting groups of 10 elsewhere. So in about 3 months' time, we're going to see about 500 trained pastors and ministry leaders from all over. And so that's super exciting. And I just kind of want to give you guys an update on that. If you'd like to contribute to this ministry, I'm personally contributing to this ministry. I'm not taking anything out of here. My travel expenses are all just kind of coming out of my own pocket because I believe in what we're doing here. So if you'd like to be a part of that, the ministry is called 21C. And it sends trainers to start these type of movements around the world. And we do a couple trainings like this one, 50 pastors and leaders, and then they go and train 10 each. And so after 3 months, we're looking at 500 trained. And the crazy thing is, here and in other places, they absolutely do it. They don't just talk about it. It's not just some plan on paper, but we see them actually do that, and they start asking, well, what happens if I have 20? And the answer to that is, well, then you need to start 2 groups, or you need to tell one of the groups to wait. And then what you do is you get them to just start training down the line after that. Those 500 then start training groups of 10. Now that third layer tends to be a little more spotty, where some do it, some don't. And so we've seen this type of movement. We've seen over 40,000 pastors in Africa trained just in the past 2 years. And we expect possibly to see that number surpassed in India here in the next couple of years. We may see more pastors trained here than in all of Africa. And that's my hope, my dream. I'm kind of spearheading what's going on here in India because I believe that, and so that's why I'm going to be here relatively frequently this year, hopefully, and just talking with folks. I'm not sure exactly what all this is going to look like, but as I journey with that, I pray that you'll join me in that journey, praying for the ministry, pray for these pastors and ministry leaders as they travel home, some of them 5-6 days to get home. But then also to be praying for just the people that they're going to interact with, the people that they're going to be training as we go forward. And I appreciate all of you guys who have given me the opportunity. I know we haven't had a Bible study for the last few weeks because I've been over here and craziness has ensued all over the place. But thank you so much all for your support. And I will be getting back to Bible studies back in the States next week. I will be back, and I will be trying to start spinning up things. I got some exciting stuff happening over on the Poplar Report. We're actually spinning off a prepping channel. So Poplar Prepper has spun off, and we're going to start posting over there shortly. So lots of good stuff over there too. Thank you all for just riding along with me and sharing the excitement that we have, and putting up with all the background noise here. God bless you all, and I will see you guys soon.